first time I looked over, and I wasn't walking, but I was moving along like a pathway, like a dirt pathway, and there was just like jungle and shit next to me, and there was a river and a really cool looking animal. I couldn't, and I know a lot of shit about animals. I did taxidermy and stuff, and I did not recognize it, whatever it was playing in the water in the river. It was crazy.
Oh, so you had a full on out of body experience? You went
Yeah,
interdimensional?
yeah. Like I thought it had been because I only did it usually for about 15, 20 minutes, and I thought it was like a normal sesh. And then when I looked at my phone again, it had been almost an hour. I didn't even realize it. I was all
Okay,
sunburned and shit.
what caused this? Was it a drug or a meditation?
No, no, I was just meditating.
Oh,
And
wow.
it wasn't guided or anything. I just tried to clear my mind, and then slowly, like it would focus. I could feel energy focus into the center of my head, and then that's when I would start like getting flashes. I wrote down some of the stuff I'd see, but it was usually flashes of things, or like recently it's been like faces trying to come through some kind of a veil or something, but I can only see their faces for a minute, and then it backs
Oh
away.
man, yeah, you're having third eye activations. That's very common. It happens every night for me. A lot of times it'll be random amorphous shit will start manifesting in the flickering light behind my eyelids. It'll be indigo flashing, and then it will start actually appearing as shapes, and a lot of times faces. Sometimes dark faces too, like evil shit.
Yeah, like
Uh,
yeah. Sometimes, and I that's another thing. I started like, am I going fucking nuts? Because like most of the time it was like statuesque looking dudes, almost like ancient Roman statue type faces and
no, that's
shit, and
cool.
like busts almost. Yeah, but then sometimes it's like demon looking shit coming in, man. Like really evil looking shit trying to pop in.
Yeah,
It's
you're turning
crazy.
on, man. So you can consider your spine, your heart, your brain, and your entire toroidal field like a transceiver, like an antenna, except for you're not only receiving, you're sending. And you basically, when you start turning on, you light up, dude. And so all these entities, kind of like fish in the ocean, they just start coming at you and like prodding at you and playing with you. It's really weird. And I'm not gonna like it's so weird, dude. Some of them are actually mischievous, like weird, like the whole archetype of the demon being like a jester and like
Right.
playful and trickery and shit. They're really like that. A lot of these entities. So yeah, and then there's all kinds of wildlife, dude. But there's books that you can that have mapped it out pretty good. Like Robert Bruce, he has a book called Astral Dynamics, which kind of maps out the wildlife there. And I dove headfirst in all this shit, man, full of trauma, while on dope. That was the crazy part. And
Oh
so
no, I used to do
yeah,
dope. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, you asked. When I was younger, it was like a lot of speed and coke and stuff, and then I kept kicking one thing at a time till it was just drinking, and then drinking was intolerable to me. Like I could still live my life and shit, but I was just fucking sick of it, man. So
yeah.
I quit finally. Like I had tried to quit a few times, but it's like there was a hole. You know what I'm saying? There was a hole in me. It was just staying empty, and I would end up drinking again. And then I ran into this chick who's kind of guided me into the whole meditation thing. And then when she sent me a link to do a past life regression, and I did it, and it was very very vivid, and I remember tons of details. I wrote that shit down. I have it right here. But like after that, like I felt my spine felt like it was trying to stretch, and it was like standing up super straight. Like all kinds of crazy shit started happening after that. It's like
Okay,
I opened
so
something up.
yeah, this is good. So this is why I do this in the beginning of these sessions. You had some kind of activation. How often do you see the shapes and the faces and the colors when you close your eyes in bed?
Every night when I pray.
Dude, that you're lit up then. I don't know how much, but that's indicative of what's called an initial Kundalini rising. So not that ain't normal, man, for people. You know that, right? To
Well,
have to
yeah,
be
dude. I kept having to ask her because she's really into. like she knows all about chakras and shit, and she's kind of been guiding me through it, but she
Oh,
doesn't
cool.
have visions and shit like I do. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I
so
don't get
yeah.
that.
Well, it's piezoelectric crystals in your pineal gland. When they get stimulated, it opens an eye, dude, an interdimensional eye. And yeah, so we this is basically everybody's turned off right now. They're not cycling this charge that we're about to talk about, so they don't maintain the lucid memory out of any interdimensionality. There's just invisible light spectrum, five senses. So we gotta basically turn on all these resistors, or what are called chakras. They're actually little toroids. So you got seven major stacked toroids inside of a larger one. And the fucking thing is like a Tesla coil, and it's a portal too. That's the crazy part. But it's also a free energy device, and it's constantly through its polar nodes sucking in charge from above and below. It's just that most people are deactivated. They're all out of whack. They're all out of alignment. And it's like lumbar. If you fuck up one of them, the others will compensate. So this is also the cause of disease, bro, believe it or not. So it turns out this charge that's being sucked into it is being conducted and compressed through different chakras by our thoughts and our feelings. Okay, depending on the frequency scale of the thoughts and feelings is going to determine which chakras they stimulate. Okay, it's like you're playing this instrument all day every day subconsciously with your thoughts and feelings. And there's just so much black magic out there, and there's so many forces at work trying to throw it all out of whack. And I mean, you got pharmakia is huge. They really fucked up a lot of this stuff, a lot of the light bodies of humans.